So why did you become a truck driver, and are you satisfied with our current industry? So the objective of this video is to talk about why you got into the industry, and I've kind of grouped people into 5 different categories, and to determine whether or not you're satisfied with your position and your decision to come into trucking. So let's break down the 5 different categories, okay? So category number 1, where I see lots of truck drivers, is either their spouse, debts, or divorce got them into the industry. So what do I mean by that? So, our industry is male dominant. So 98% of truck drivers are men, okay? So a lot of the times women have this beautiful way of convincing men to do things that they want them to do. And one of them is to be successful like their friends Janet or Jane. They want you to be a truck driver like Jane's husband or Janet's husband because they live a really good lifestyle. So yes, at some point or another, truck drivers have become truck drivers because their significant other wanted them to get into the industry. Now, a lot of files that I see, divorce leads them into trucking. Why divorce? Because lawyer fees can get expensive and battling with the ex-wife can get annoying, and drivers want to be gone for longer periods of time to kind of get away. So it's kind of an escape to be a long-haul truck driver. A lot of people with divorce, the bills, the lawyer fees, they can get outrageous. And trucking, trucking, it'll give you that, place to go for a longer period of time, and you're making money, and you are far away from all these problems. And then the third reason is debt. So drivers, when I see people that have debt, one of the avenues where you can really make a lot of money, and it's very easy to get licensed as a driver, and any but truck driver you don't talk about, they're telling you how they make $6,000, $7,000, or $8,000 a month. So debt really brings people into trucking. So that's category number 1. Now, category number 2 are more along of truck drivers that are getting into it as their plan B. So I see a lot of people over the years, I've been in the industry for 18 years now. Now I see a lot of drivers that come and go in and out of the industry. So they will come into the industry, they will make some cash, they will be, cash positive, and they'll save $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. They will do something else. Okay, so their trucking is just a means in order to do something else, and then they come back to it when things don't go according to plan. And I've seen drivers over the 18 years do this a couple of times already, where they come into the industry, make the money, come out, try doing some business or try doing something. A lot of drivers are successful with their side projects, but sometimes it fails. They'll come back to trucking and do it all over again, where they save again $50,000, $60,000 and then come out of it in order to do something else. So that's category number 2. Category number 3, I would say there are truck drivers that are getting into trucking because it's a gateway to a better life. Now, what do I mean gateway to a better life? So if you are living in a third world country, you know that Canada is in shortage of drivers and the US has a shortage of drivers, and there's a lot of programs that will get you into Canada and get you your PR, or into the US and it'll get you your a status or a green card in the US. If you work X amount of years as a truck driver and fill in these roles, you will get a visa, you will get a work permit, and then that work permit can lead into permanent residence, whether you're in Canada or in the US. So a lot of people get into trucking because it's a gateway to a better life. And I see that a lot in Canada and a lot in the US. The problem with that is that they're doing it just for the shorter period of time, and then as they get their PRs and as they get the green card in the US, then they ditch trucking altogether. But that's category number 3. Then we have the category number 4, which is actual, real, diehard truckers. The truck enthusiasts, the old school truckers, the ones that always, I would say, want to advance themselves. So these are the drivers that advance through different divisions. They start off in the van division as a licensed driver, then they go into the reefer, then they go into flatbeds, then they go into wide loads, and then they go into over-dimensional stuff. They're real truck drivers that want to advance in their career, that are always looking to better themselves, and they love the industry, and they love trucking, and they love the lifestyle that it gives them. And these drivers are very, very hard to find, but there are a lot of them out there. And then lastly, category number 5 are the ones that, they see trucking and logistics as a mega industry and they want to get into it. So they're getting into it for the business aspect of it. Entrepreneurs, a lot of them get into being a trucker, then they own their truck, and then they start adding to, getting 2, 3 trucks. And if you really want to learn more about this, you're more than welcome to check out my series on how I opened up a trucking company in the US. And they're really doing it, or they're really into it because it's a lucrative lifestyle, and having 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks, they're just, an entrepreneur that wants to succeed in the US or in Canada. And I meet a lot of those people, and a lot of my consultations are with those people because they want to start off their new trucking company. So yes, I've outlined 5 different categories. Now with each category, there are different, I would call them love languages of these drivers. So somebody who is in spouse divorce or in debt, in category number 1, their love language or their trucking language would probably be money. Right? So they want, the highest rate per mile. They're in it. They want to make money. They want to come out of debt. Where the person that, is category number 4 and loves this industry, he's looking more for comfortable terms, comfortable home time with the wife and the family, more a prestigious company to work for, more stability, right? So with each category, there are different things that the drivers want. And that's how, as recruiters, you need to know what kind of driver you're getting because there's different languages to different drivers. So I'll leave you all with the question. I'm sure as I did this video, you kind of categorized yourself between 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's probably the reason why you went into trucking. And my question to you is, the reason that you went into trucking, did you accomplish your goals and did you get what you needed out of trucking? So if you went into debt, did you get out of debt? If you came into it in order to advance a better lifestyle, did you get that better lifestyle? If you went into it in order because you wanted to do this business and to open up a trucking company, did you end up doing it? So that's what I'd like to know. Leave a comment down below. I'm Ronen, R-O-N-E-N, not Rohan, not Ronin, not Ronan, not Roshan, Ronen, R-O-N-E-N. I'll catch you in my next video.